This video tutorial is going to show you how to create a page and then set that as your home page. This will be the landing page that students go to when they first enter your course. And this is just for secondary in the classic view. I do want to say that some secondary schools like Wyandotte High School, they have created a home page and they've shared it in the Commons that all of their teachers will have. So this is what the Wyandotte homepage would look like, and the instructional coaches or somebody else in your department can help you get that page, and then you can set it as your homepage. But I did just kind of want to let you know, generally, you like to have a link to an About Me page. You may want to have a link to the modules. Meetings was really important when we were online, but you could still have a meetings page if you want to have one-on-ones with your kiddos. A grades tab, this is real important. We want them to go to get their grades on Infinite Campus. They will be able to see grades that you grade within Canvas, but they may not always match what's in Infinite Campus. Infinite Campus is the end-all be-all for grades. So that's where students, if they want to see their overall grade, that is where they want to go. And maybe you just have some general resources that are really good for kids to have. You can create little buttons, but just wanted to point that out. This is created in a page. And if you're at a school where they have that, they should be going over that with you. But if we're just creating a page just from scratch, you click into the course that you want to be in, and if you have modules, it'll default to that page as your home page, or it will default to probably settings. But the first thing we would want to do to create our page is we want to come over here and click on the Pages tab over here. You won't have anything here because you've probably not created any pages yet. So the first thing we do is we would do page, and then I want to say Mrs. Elkins meteorology class, right? You name it whatever you want to. This will show up on a heading, and then you're going to have some information in here, kind of like what I just kind of showed you, maybe a little bit about the class, a little about the class. Maybe you want to have some buttons to modules, Infinite Campus, which is their grades. Maybe you'll have one for resources. Etc. Then be anything, whatever you want. Don't make it really long. You don't want people to have to scroll and scroll and scroll. And keep the number of buttons and stuff to a minimum, because remember, we have some accessibility stuff. So limit that as much as possible. So let's say you get it all like you like. Here you can change the font size. You can make it bold, italic. You can change colors. If you want to use a different font, you come up here to Format, and you've got fonts, and you can choose all different kinds of fonts. You can add videos, you can add links, external links, or something within the course, like you could link to another page or something like that. Most of the time it'll be external. You can add images from your computer. You can create videos. You can do all kinds of things. But for right now, you just want to create something really basic, a little introduction to your class, some buttons, some links, whatever. And then you're going to, let me move my picture here, scroll down, and you're going to need to do save and publish for this one to work. So now we've got it made. Once you've done that, it's you can tell it's published. This is what it's going to look like to the kids. Nothing really exciting here. But then we want to come back up here and click on View All Pages. And notice that we've got Mrs. Elkins Meteorology. All of these are unpublished. This is the only one that's published because it has the green check mark. But I want to click the little snowman, the 3 vertical dots over here. And the first thing I need to do is use this front page. So you click that and notice it will say front page. So now I want to come over and I want to hit my home button. And then I will come over here and select choose home page. And one of my options is front page. So I click on that, and my picture's in the way again, and hit save. So now when I click home, this is what I've got. So this is really quickly, you've learned how to create a page. One way to create a page, I'm going to show you another in a minute, but then how to set it as front page and then ultimately as your home page.